Gonna be a good day. Hopping in a car with some cash. Gonna hook up the trailer. It's gonna be good.
I'm sitting here, I wait for you. In a little coffee, feeling blue. Cars are passing, let's go live. Every second you're on my mind. City breathing cold and slow. Coffee fading, let's go. Rule the glass, I watch the night. Hoping you'll be in my side. I'm waiting for you all night long. Same old place, same old song. I'm waiting for you, holding on till the dark isn't too dawn. I'm waiting for you, can't move on. Heart is weak, feeling strong. I'm waiting for you all night long. Same old place, same old song. I'm waiting for you. Christmas coming, streets are bright, but there's still no snow tonight. It's a sadness in the air. Wish that you were standing there.
On our way. Still got the Band-Aid mustache on. I went to the doctor because it's been there for a while now. Turns out I may have messed with the pimple a little bit too much and now it's all inflamed and gross and yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so we're on our way. We're going to go get, hopefully, a new car. Well, it's a new second-hand car, an old one of that too. I'll show you when I go pick it up, if I pick it up. That's the big if. So at the moment, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. It's 2 hours away. We've driven about halfway. And look, from the photos and from the what I've spoken to the guy about, it's all looking really, really quite good. The question is it gonna be like that when we arrive? So that's what we're gonna find out. We're halfway there now. Got another hour's drive until we're there, and then we'll check it out. And I mean, if you see it next on the trailer, then it's went well.
Stay fly, hustle through the sky, moonwalk on clouds, stack it up, cheddar, feeling better, proud, mind sharp, cutting through vibes, samurai sword, dropping bars, hit like a freight train aboard.
Yes, little Miss Satine and I are driving 2 hours away from Adelaide to look at purchasing yet another box, which you'd think we wouldn't really need. With work still needing to be done on the 393 LTD and Dad's shed being full of nearly running cars, you'd imagine we'd be satisfied with our workload at the moment. However, there is something none of those cars can teach me, or in the case of the LTD, I don't want to teach me. You see, the LTD needs bodywork done desperately. It needs a full respray, in which I have no experience in. And as ugly as it is, I don't want it to be my test subject. So we are out and about looking for a less desirable car that needs a little love and won't mind being butchered a little bit. The trailer is empty, which means only one thing. My antenna has rattled loose, but I didn't end up getting the car. Unfortunately, it was a bit more beat up than I thought. The rust wasn't that bad in it, but it was a ute and the tray was beyond repair, and I don't know where you get a new tray from because it's actually a part of the body of the car. And given that it was a POV pack model and it probably wouldn't have been worth that much in the long run, I decided not to go ahead with it. So we're going to keep looking and see if we can find another car. And in the meantime, I'm going to fix my aerial before it falls off. So what you are watching here is me explaining many things, like what car I'm purchasing, the car that I was looking at purchasing, and where I'm going, and how long of a drive it is, except none of those things are coming through because I didn't plug in the mic properly. So, yeah. On top of that too, I had a heap load of, it's just driving, but I had a heap load of footage too of me driving and getting places and stuff, which isn't there. Video's in shambles, man, but we will persevere. So, quick summary of where we're at. That first part that you've just watched, that was some time ago now. It's been quite a few weeks. It might even have been months. Since then, we have been looking at cars on and off. Originally, I was looking for something 70s, since that's what I'm familiar with. We were looking originally at XA, B, and C Falcons, something more of a ute. We're looking at Holden Kingswoods, HZs, something around that area. Couldn't find anything. They were either completely ratted out or all in bits, so we weren't having much luck there. I then started exploring into other cars. Now, the big reason I wanted to stay with 70s is because this car for me was going to be a project just about bodywork. Everything else on it, I wanted to already know how to do, so I wasn't going to run into any other hurdles, right? Problem with going newer is I don't know much about, in-depth electronics. I can wire stuff, that's no dramas, but once things start getting more and more complicated, especially with fuel injection and electronic ignition, I don't know about those things. I barely know about a distributor, so I didn't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. That being said, I was looking at VLs and other Commodores of that era. That's not what I ended up with. So what we're doing now, we're driving to the other side of town to where hopefully we pick up the car that I've been looking for, the perfect project car for me. Yes! So, we've purchased it. There is a car on the trailer. I won't show you yet. We'll wait until... Oh, there's a bit of a ditch. We'll wait until we get home. But we have done it. We have purchased, and I think it's in the perfect state. I would have liked it a bit cheaper, but that's okay. That's okay. We can work around it. You always dream for a bit more than what you can get. And I think it's going to be a perfect lesson to teach me paint and panel. I think it's going to be just about perfect. The rust in it isn't too bad. It's like something I can deal with. Biggest issue I think we're going to have is getting trim pieces. There's a few plastic pieces and stuff like that, both internal and external, that need a bit of love and care. But that's okay. I reckon we can do it. And it's really interesting. So I've talked about price there, and I think that's, like, this has taken a lot longer than I was expecting to find a car like this. I remember I used to look on Gumtree and Marketplace, and it used to be able to find a car that just needs a bit of TLC for like a couple grand easy, right? Like, that was no dramas. And then you could do it up and it would be worth 30, 40 grand. I presume COVID, you can't find them anymore. You just cannot. I could not find one until I have. Paid $4,200. We're gonna go take it home now. And hopefully we can get it registered soon and go take it for a spin. Shall we go and unload this irresponsible decision of mine? I reckon so. perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Primarily because of, well, the badge isn't there, because it's a Holden. And do you know what that means? That means if I bastardize it, it's not gonna matter. Because it's a Holden, and who cares? No, but look, in all seriousness, I do think it is the perfect pick. It's got like the perfect amount of rust on it, which is such a weird thing to say, but it's what I've been searching for, isn't it? It is amazing. The rust that is on it is all pretty much surface level. The only area that is an issue is up here at the grill, but that's, you know, pretty easy to sort out. It's all straight lines. But what it is, let's talk about that. This is a 1984 VK Holden Commodore SL. In it is an inline 6-cylinder paired to an automatic transmission, 5 seats, wagon, of course, and I think it is going to be the perfect project to learn. So we paid the $4,200 for it. I think in good condition, it's probably going to be around 20-25K. We'll see how close we can get to that. But I honestly think it's perfect. There's a few issues with it, other than the rust, which we need to sort out. So the main ones, the rust, the paint, need to sort that out. A couple other issues. The bonnet latch doesn't work. I had to open that manually, which kind of sucked. Missing some interior trims. Most of it's there. The headlining looks really good as well, so that's fantastic. Missing some exterior trims. The windows don't work great, even though they wind up and down, so they all need to be lubricated and cleaned. All the rubbers are perished. It's been off the road since 2014, so it hasn't had anything maintained on it, so we'll need to do a full service. It's leaking everywhere underneath, so we'll need to sort all that out. There is a lot of unknowns too, like why was it off the road since 2014? We heard it run when I picked it up, but that was through spraying stuff down the carburetor and filling it up with fuel. We haven't actually seen it drive on its own power, so we'll have to clean out the fuel tank, fix the fuel pump, which I presume is the issue, clean out the lines, probably rebuild the carburetor, even though it sounded pretty good. On the note of sound, it does have an aftermarket exhaust, but it has factory extractors. And that's where we lead into some of the weird things about this car. So, I'm no Holden expert. I'm a Ford fan through and through. But under here is a few questions. So, this has got an inline 6-cylinder black top. I'm no expert, as I've mentioned, but the engine stamp on this is VL. VL, and then I think it's like 6 numbers. I don't think these were delivered from factory with a VL engine code, but if we look at the engine, if we look at the, what is it called, the service booklet that has come with it from factory, in which it's got the delivery. So this car came from City Holden in Adelaide. So it's an Adelaide car through and through. And it was for Dr. Errol Paddy J. King. And the engine stamp that they've written here matches the engine on there. And the VIN matches what they've got here and there. But from what I've read, these didn't come out with a VL stamped engine, so I don't know what that means. And what confuses me more is the rocker cover says on it, electronic timing. Now, I don't think a distributor counts as electronic timing, but it's got a distributor. So I'm not sure how that works. But do you know what it does have? Factory power steering, factory aircon. It's got a heap load of emissions things which we've got to fix, and some we just will probably get rid of because it's not even doing anything, it's not up to standard. Everything else in there is pretty okay. We will have to pull the engine from when we do respray it because there's rust or surface rust all throughout here, but that's fine. But the rest of it is just fantastic. Like, it's honestly the perfect car for me to learn with. Now we just need to finish the projects that are in the shed so we can put this in there and then we'll get started on it. The first priority is going to get it running, see if we can hear any issues, drive it, and if it's all okay there, we're going to have a great project car. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, it's going to be good. I do wish it came with the factory roof rack that's like chrome and stuff. I think they look really good with that. Maybe we can install it. Though that might mean removing the headlining, and it's good enough to where I don't want to touch it. So anyway, that's the next project. What are you doing?